It's Santa! Hey up kids, I'm back again for 12 Days of Christmas here on Chris Pritchard Cycling News Channel. And I'll be honest, it's not my favourite YouTube channel. It's not, it really isn't. Morgs, he's good. Lawrence Carpenter, he's good. Francis K. Do you know what, this one, it's not even in my top 100. He just pays well, so I'm back here. But yeah, I love the way they colour grade, edit the videos, good storylines. That's what I like in a good video. Not this tripe, it's ridiculous. But anyway, as I said, it's paying well. So here we are, 12 Days of Christmas. Last year, huge success. It was massive. It's going to be even bigger, even better this year. So this year, the channel's teamed up with the Discount Sports Network and the brands that they're affiliated with to give you the opportunity to receive a gift from Santa's sack. It's normally bulging this time of year, but I stopped off in Sheffield at City Sauna on the way round. Ain't bulging as much now, is it? I don't know what I'm saying, Trev. Anyway, so Discount Sports Network, right? They provide you with amazing discounts, amazing deals across all your favourite cycling and sports brands. And even if you don't receive a gift from me this year, if you follow that link down in the description, right, you get 10% off a year's subscription to the Discount Sports Network. That means you only pay $17.99, and it opens you up to a world of discount, especially this time of year, Christmas time. You're buying gifts for them triathletes, no heads, runners, swimmers, cyclists, hikers, bikers, trikers. And if you want to buy something for them, or you want to buy something for yourself, if you go and use a link through Discount Sports Network, that's going to get a discount. I mean, that in itself should be enough. I shouldn't have to give you anything from my sack. In fact, go and do that now. Go and sign up to Discount Sports Network. I'm not saying it'll give you a better chance of winning, but it puts a tiny little bit into Chris's pocket. So, that knows. Not only helping yourself out receiving discounts, you're also helping channel out, which means I might be back again next year. I don't know. But starting tomorrow is 12 Days of Christmas, where I'm going to be giving one lucky person a sensational present for Christmas. If you want to be in with a chance, all you've got to do is head over to the links down below and follow Discount Sports Network over on Instagram. Make sure you always leave your comments down below, because that's where the winner's going to come from. When you leave your comments down below, I'll get into random comment generator thing on Tinters. I'll pick a winner. That'll be a winner for that day. It's as simple as that. We'll go through it all as days go along. But all you need to know is that the Discount Sports Network is bloody fantastic. And they've allowed me to allow you to receive some gifts this Christmas. So without further ado, let's get Chris on now with some news. And I'll be back tomorrow to kick off 12 Days of Christmas with me, Santa Hirsch. Who'd have bloody thought it? Even in a pandemic, Santa Claus has been able to get out. He tested negative for COVID. That's why he was here. That's why I allowed him into my house. But 12 Days of Christmas starts tomorrow if you want to be in with a chance of receiving a gift from Santa's bulging sack. And listen, there's going to be plenty of innuendo for the next 2 weeks about Santa's bulging sack. If you're not happy with it, go away. Otherwise, stick around, because you can listen. I know what we're giving away for the next 12 days, and there's some amazing gifts. Amazing gifts. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning, all you got to make sure you do is follow said company over on Instagram or their socials, wherever we ask you to. Follow this channel, OVS, hit that notification bell, hit that subscription button, and leave your comments down below on said video, on said day, for the 12 Days of Christmas. It's as simple as that. All right, everybody clear on that one? Subscribe, like, comment, follow said socials for said company. Easy as that. Right, let's get on with the news. And first up, the massive news. We kind of thought this might happen, but we never did. But over the weekend, Mark Cavendish tweeted out this little cryptic clue as to where he'll be heading next year. Thoughtful questioning emoji followed by a pack of wolves, or as some would say, a wolf pack. And then that tweet was followed by this one a few hours later. To say I'm excited would be an understatement. Incredibly proud to announce an agreement to again join my friends Decoyne Quickstep. I've never hidden how special my time was there, how special the people and atmosphere are, and how special the Flemish heart philosophy of pure racing is. So Cavendish has signed a 1-year deal with De Koning Quick-Step, which sees him leaving Bahrain McLaren after not a really, I'm going to say not a successful stint with that team. Cavendish joined what was then Amiga Pharma Quick-Step back in 2013 and went on to have 44 victories with the team, including 8 Grand Tour stage wins. I can't see a better place for Mark Cavendish to finish his career. He was the happiest he has ever been on a bike when he was with Quick-Step the first time round, and he got, like I said, 44 victories with this team. Now, I don't think the team have signed him to win anything for them. I don't think he's going there with the intention of having this second, maybe third or fourth wind within his career and come back and start just winning races left, right and centre. I don't think that's the case at all. Look, you've got to remember you've got Sam Bennett in that team who, well, green jersey winner from this year's Tour de France. He's the out-and-out sprinter, the number one boy there, and I think Cavendish knows that. And I think Cavendish just wants to be a part of that team, to see out his career there, to, I don't know, potentially build some happy memories of the twilight of his career. I mean, listen, he's still capable of winning a race here or there. They're not going to be the Grand Tours. They're not going to be the big classics. But I think if he has a lucky few breaks in a couple of races, I think he's more than capable of taking a few stage victories. So my prediction is going to take 2 stage victories before the end of his career with De Koning Quick-Step. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you think to this move? Now, normally when we see a high-profile athlete moving across to a new team, there's obviously a lot of talk about money and how much they're getting paid. Now, there isn't any here. Now, I wonder if that's because Cavendish has sacrificed a big payday just to ride for the team that he wants to ride for. I mean, the man probably doesn't need any more money, and it might be a bit of a hit to the ego to not be demanding the $5 and $10 million that he used to command. But really, it's not about the money, is it? It's about seeing out his career the way he wants to see it out, potentially taking a few victories and having that team around him, like he said, that had a great atmosphere, great support. And the Wolfpack, such a stupid name, De Koning Quick-Step seem to have that atmosphere within their team. It seems to be like the team that riders want to ride for, because they are a team, a family of riders, all with the same goal, all trying to help each other out. And I think, yeah, it's going to be an awesome move for Cav. But leave your comments down below and let me know what you think. Next up, sticking with the World Tour, and Team Sunweb are no more. Well, technically the team is still a team, but they're now called Team DSM. So in a full rebrand, we will no longer see Team Sunweb on the start line at any World Tour races. It is now, it's a very similar kit, I've got to say. Team DSM. Essentially, they've swapped out the white and the red for blue and black with a nice little DSM logo on it. Tasty. So the new sponsor, Royal DSM. DSM is a Dutch chemical company. It stands for Dutch Sexy Men. It stands for Dutch State Mines. They have a revenue of around like 8 billion. So yeah, it's good to see a company with so much money coming into the sport after we've seen so many sponsors dropping out and World Tour teams disbanding because of a lack of funding. So hopefully this is going to keep that team around a little bit longer. And sticking with World Tour, what about this for news? Remember last week or the week, I can't remember when it was, we announced, well, we didn't announce, but we reported on the news of Vitus, one of the longest UK continental teams that have been running for like 11 or 12 years, something like that, that they were being disbanded, and the owner, Cherie Pridham, was just shutting the team down. Well, it turns out now she has just secured one of the biggest jobs within the World Tour men's peloton. She becomes a director sportive with Israel Startup Nation, the team that Chris Froome has gone to for 2021. Listen, right? That is breaking barriers. It's amazing. It's huge news, that is absolutely huge news. I know it shouldn't be. Should be living in a world of equality, and this thing should have happened already, but she becomes the first female director sportive of a World Tour team in the men's World Tour. It's unbelievable. So Pridham said on this, "I feel truly proud and privileged to be the first woman to serve as a sports director at the World Tour level, joining one of the best teams in the world and being entrusted with great and legendary riders. For me, I want to get it right because when I do, I know that it will inspire others to take the same journey, and that really does mean something to me." So like I said, massive news for Cherie Pridham to be heading to the men's World Tour. I think that's going to open up a lot of doors for a lot of other people, because I dare say there's a lot of females coming to the end of their career and they don't really know where to take it. We've seen Giorgia Bronzini, I think she became director sportif at Wiggle, or whatever they ended up becoming, I can't quite remember. But by having this person in Cherie taking that step into the men's World Tour, that's going to open up the door for every other woman to think, well, why can't I do that? And you know what's going to happen there. There's going to be more money involved, which is great. It gets more women across to the men's side of it, which hopefully filters back across to the women's side. I dare say there's a lot of sexist people out there who would frown upon this, who would find it, let's say, insulting to take orders from a woman director sportif. There's got to be. It's just the way of the world. But I think it's amazing. I think it's brilliant that she's there, and potentially she could be running that Tour de France team at 2021 with Chris Froome at the helm. Think about that. It's huge. Cherie, maybe you do watch the show because you sent me a message the last time I reported on it. If you're watching the show, massive, massive, massive congratulations. I cannot wait to see what you do in 2021. And if this YouTube thing doesn't go well, I can do massage, so give me a shout and let me know if I can be a carer. Thanks. And then the last piece of World Tour news, we have Cherie Pridham heading to Israel Startup Nation. We also have Rod Ellingworth leaving McLaren, Bahrain McLaren. So after 14 months of being in charge of Bahrain McLaren, Rod Ellingworth has decided that he's had enough. Talking on it, he said, "The time has come for me to move on. I thoroughly enjoyed the chance to lead this team. There has been some fantastic moments and I feel I leave the team in a strong position. We've worked well together in this global pandemic to keep racing and have achieved some fantastic results. The team has pulled together and tried hard to keep everyone safe. The team were united through tough times and it was a pleasure to be part of it. One of the highlights for me was achieving a 4th place in the general classification at the Tour de France." I guess the question is though, where is he going to go? And why didn't it work out the way it wanted? Was there issues at Bahrain McLaren? Obviously McLaren pulled their sponsorship, but do you think Rod Ellingworth is this type of person who potentially works better under somebody? Like, you look how he excelled at Team Sky, how he excelled at the GB development squad, where he brought through some of those amazing talents. It seems that Rod Ellingworth has a special knack of developing riders. He's coming into a team there and leading it. These riders don't need developing. You've got the likes of Cavendish, Wout Poels. They're already at the top of their game. There's nothing really that he could potentially do for them. It might have been a great, exciting role, but like Rod Ellingworth to me is one of those guys who just likes to be in the dirt, who likes to be in right at the start to develop and mould these people and these athletes into what will be world champions, Olympic champions, Tour de France winners and alike. So be interesting to see where he goes after this. Is he going to take a step back? Well, I guess he'd have to, because I don't think he probably gets the same enjoyment. Maybe he does. I don't know Rod Ellingworth. I'm just surmising and seeing what he'd done in the past and how much excitement and achievement he must have felt in all that, developing these riders and bringing them through and taking Mark Cavendish to that 2011 World Championship, compared to where he's at now with being in charge of Bahrain McLaren. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he goes. Leave your comments down below. Do you think he'll be heading back to Ineos Grenadiers? Do you think he'll be heading back to the GB setup? Who knows? Or do you think he'll carry on and take that next step with another team and become another leader there? Or do you think his role is that development, just perching himself under somebody else? Leave your comments down below. And then finally in the news, let's talk about this. The most pretentious gift you can buy your 2-3-year-old this Christmas: the Specialized Hot Walk. Coming in at £999, this is a 2.1 carbon fibre balance bike. knobheads. Now, if that was a prototype, if it was a one-off, if it was just like, hey, look what we can do, it's pretty cool, right? Then that's cool. Like, they're taking their technology to another level and producing a carbon fibre balance bike. They're actually producing these and selling them. Who in their right mind is buying this? Now, if you've got a child and it's your first and only child, right? Don't waste your time. No matter how much money you've got, that child won't appreciate this thing. It's a work of art. And they're going to drop this bike, they're going to kick it, they're going to stand on it, they're going to jump off it when it's rolling and just let it hit a brick wall. Don't do it. If you're going to buy this and you're a massive Specialized fan, put it on the wall. All right? Don't give it to a child. It's mental. It's absolutely crazy. Is this the most pretentious Christmas gift you could buy a child this year? I think it might be. If not, leave your comments down below and let me know what is the most pretentious gift you could buy your child within the cycling genre. Otherwise, we could be getting into all sorts of weird crap like stupidly expensive Lego. And that's it. We've got another news show coming up tomorrow because I know I didn't cover half of the things that have happened over the weekend. We didn't even talk about the cyclocross. But I'll be honest, I'm just getting back into it. It's been a long time since I've done a news show, and providing you with all that news content would mean a lot of work for me. And I can't be bothered on a Monday. Make sure you're part of the 12 Days of Christmas starting tomorrow. All right? We've got some amazing gifts to give away. All you got to do, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. You can even hit that dislike button if you want. I don't give a shit. As long as you leave your comments down below, Santa will be announcing his winners the following day. That's kind of it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.